Okay. So, with any luck, this is going way live here as I speak. And there's going to be a little bit of setup that's going to continue as I do this. I've just verified that it is, in fact, on YouTube. Hopefully it's on Facebook and that sort of thing. I need to remove some screens from here and limit my how much bandwidth I'm chewing up for streaming. And once I do that, then we should be good. Basically what I did is I came all the way down here, and I'm going to show you guys is I literally just threw everything together. So what I don't have is hey, what's going on? Gotta love Thailand. Hello, Friday. How you doing, Mariano? And I also saw that Rike actually made a comment on the YouTube chat. Watch out, monkeys dropping out of the trees. Monkey droppings out of the trees? Please let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm doing a little bit of a remote kind of setup thingy, and in fact, some of the beginning of this is going to be me setting the rest of it up. Because there's no way I'm coming here to Koh Samui and I'm this close to the beach and we're going to stare at a picture of Wild Beautiful. We're not going to stare at Boracay. Is it Ravel or Travel? Yeah, so that gives you an idea of how quickly I typed it in. So I can change it if you'd like. But I don't think it'll change the content a whole lot. You're hearing me good. Thank you very much, Rick. I appreciate it, buddy. Okay, so let me do this and make sure that Aaron, good to see you, man. Mahalo. Let me add in the default cam here, and you're gonna see a little bit of nonsense in the background, and I'm not quite sure why, but that's okay. Saspid, good to see you. Thumbs up, Mariano. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Dude, you're amazing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chat with you guys while I set up everything else. And then we can see what's going on around me. And no, it's not snowing behind me. It's just that this camera's not really all that good. But anyway, greetings. What's going on? It's Mike's from livemyassoff.com. And let me just do this really quick. So I'm here, okay? And I'm in one of these like little bungalow edge thingies. I'm all the way down the end. And I did this purposely to hopefully not have anyone, not bother anyone. Ravel extra spicy. Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's the new normal. Misspellings. I came all the way down here. I'm all the way in the last one. The second to last one, there was a guy sitting there. And so I came here with all my stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to bother him. Well, then just as I ordered food, then I ordered, oh, cool. And in fact, this guy's coming back. I want to order some more. Can I have a Kappa guy? And have Coke Zero? Yeah, cup and cup. Okay. You want to say hello to YouTube? You're live. Kunchurai krab?
Yeah, Zo.
Zo.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Zo, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right, awesome. See you, buddy. Okay, so Zo is my new friend. And thank you very much. He's going to give me some fried rice. I started out with a club sandwich and french fries. Pretty Thai, right? It does look like a green screen, doesn't it? Isn't that kind of like really, really weird? And I'm not quite sure why. Greetings and aloha. What's going on? It's Mike from livemyassoff.com. Thanks for waiting for the break. And I'm switching to a much better camera, basically the Logitech, and that way you guys can see the beach. But yeah, it looks very weird as a green screen. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could mess with it and see what the filters are, but I just know it's a lot easier if I just add. So I got my tripod, and I got the Logitech cam. I'm not quite sure whether I got the same one as Rike. Although, oh my God, did I almost forget my magic bag? Pure tortillas. Tortillas would always be great. Do you like flour or corn tortillas, Rike? I'm a flour guy, but I know that makes me infinitely less Mexican. but at least I know how to say it. Irina, por favor. Okay, so I got the Logitech. I don't know what model I got, but I got this one. So the quality seems to be pretty decent. And with any luck, when I set it up here, we'll be able to have a nice, fine time. And I don't believe I'm being too loud, but the night's young. So I'm going to set this up on my tripod in a second. But for right now, let's see if I cannot get that going in the background. And then all of us will be able to see what's going on in front of me. I hope it'll grab it. I mean, it's USB. One would think it would. And obviously, you guys have seen live chats before. Greetings from Indiana. Awesome, 3 a.m. I know, it's not exactly the best time, I realize that, but it was kind of like the window I had, and my battery was finally recharged. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go for it then. And let me see what's going on here. Let me see why I can't add the Logitech. It's pretty gorgeous, actually. I swear, really. Hold on, let me see if it... Ah, there we go. Okay, so I just need to put this up above it. Boom. And then this goes like this. And then this goes like this. And then Mike gets a lot smaller here. In case you guys wonder like what it takes to set up a live stream, it depends, of course, because we know that's the answer to everything. But it takes a little bit of stuff, for sure. And with any luck, let's see, we can... Oh, isn't this cool? Oh, it's inverted. Stand by. I know why it's doing that. And then you'll be able to see the rah-rah that the Thais have going on there with their little sign. So anyway, this is like the cable show where the guy lives in the middle of the wilderness, but with a waiter. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's like I'm in the middle of the jungle and I have like people that wait on me. 4:30 p.m. in the good old South Australia. Good to see you. Like my Logitech cam. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good product. I would have to agree. I don't know how much it was. It was like $80 maybe. I can't remember. So the properties of this. Yes, awesome. Kap kun kap. Let me see here. If I can get... Okay, yeah? Yes, very good. It's very good. Yeah. All right, Matt. Kap kun kap. All right, so now I've got my Coke Zero that I just spilled all over the place. And with any luck, I'm going to be able to go like this and like this. And then, for some reason, it's giving me a reverse image, which is very bizarre. But with any luck, I'll be able to fix that just now. So anyway, I appreciate your patience, guys. I've been wanting to talk to you this morning, but I didn't think that would be possible, actually. So there we go. I had to set it to normal. Shocker. It seems like a pretty nice setting. Okay. It looks rather great raining. Now it's not raining, but it's a higher chance of raining today, for sure. Which is another reason why I thought, well, maybe I won't do this video. But then I found these places to stay here, or to hang out here, and I thought, okay, well, we'll just do this now. Now I've spilled my Coke Zero all over the place, so I apologize for that. I don't know if you guys saw my video this morning. I kind of want to touch on that topic. Basically, it was about the fact that my buddy, who's in the Valley, Silicon Valley, he's commonly a startup guy, meaning that he works for startups more than he works for other companies. And he called me this morning, or he sent me a message, and he goes, "Dude, I just got a job offer. I just got an offer letter. Call me." So that was a huge honor that he wanted to share it with me. And we sort of talked about, next steps and everything, right? I was really just so excited for him. And I was thinking about that as I was like walking around because I have no job, right? And gratefully, I'm not sweating it. Again, Thailand is inexpensive, but I also worked my ass off before I started living my ass off. And so there are steps, at least in my experience, that are a requirement to be able to do so. But anyway, so yeah, it was just so fantastic. And as you can imagine, how excited this guy was. He hadn't worked in, let's see, how long has it been? It's been a long time, actually. Do you care about the sign, actually? I think it's kind of a neat thing, right? To kind of have that going on there. Or rather, yeah, there we go. That's positive and helpful. So it was neat to be able to, share that with him because, yeah, he obviously follows me occasionally on YouTube, and because of that, his desire long term is to get over here too, where a lot of us would argue it's pretty darn cool. So anyway, it was a great call, and I was thinking about you guys as I was talking with him, because he kind of gave me the how do you stay busy question, and I was like, I do these live streams and I hang out with my guys at the Cool Kids table, and it's you're having a ham and cheese sandwich with Tang, dude. Why do you are so I love Tang. You're so lucky, dude. Or just the drinks trolley. Hey, Logan, good to see you, man. Glad you're here. The UFO cam is now operational, ladies and gentlemen. So you see that sign, right? Okay, so that theme of sign is ridiculously common in all the malls here in Thailand. And another thing that most people are doing, right, is that they're using their phone. Basically, what they're doing is using their phone as a QR code reader. The QR code reader then basically just pops up a website. And on the website, you push one of two little icons. One of them is green to check in. The other one is orange to check out. And then it notifies whoever of where you are by your phone number. Presumably, if anything goes wrong, then they can, of course, notify you, right? And actually, the clouds are pretty large, but it's a thatched roof, and that worked for the pilgrims, so I'll probably stay dry here. If not, then you'll see me close this really quick, and I'll start running off. Now, the other downside, of course, is that I'm on my battery. It says I have 1 hour and 33 minutes left with 72% remaining. We shall see. But I'm curious in this time, as I was saying, thinking about you guys, have you had, really, really good friends that are out of work and there's like nothing they can do? Because and specifically, I know I'm going to have some guys from Australia here, of course, because of the time zone thing, but to the guys that are willing to stay awake in the middle of the night, unemployment is interesting, and it's, arguably a lifesaver. But sometimes it's only a mild life improver, right? This is the early show. It's only midnight in the U.S. Daniel, good to see you, man. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So there's some real interest in Thailand, as you might guess, from a lot of people, because I think at first people, or at least my sphere, let's say back east or back in the United States. So initially, there was sort of disappointment, and then there was a little bit of panic, and then frustration. And then these are the sort of, I guess I'm just sort of sharing my interpretation of the emotions and the feelings that a lot of my friends have been going through. and disgust. But then again, some fear. It's like, well, what am I going to do? Like, unemployment only lasts so long, and I guess the extra $600 a week, right? That is good until July 31st. And my buddy's offer letter has him start basically August 1st. And so he starts off the conversation, he answers the phone, he goes, "Oh my God, there is a God." And I'm like, yeah, I get it. So that was really nice. I got some fried rice coming, which is good. Some cow pad guy. I mentioned that where I'm staying, the cost is ridiculously low compared to what it normally is. And obviously you pay for the view, but you do that in a lot of places you stay at. But the customer service here is really good. The mattress is ridiculously comfortable. The pillars are really fluffy. I mean, it's totally awesome. So, Engage solar panels. Yeah, I was thinking about that, obviously. But, I mean, I really really look up to the way that you pack and travel, Enrique. And it doesn't involve carrying, like, extra. And so I have, like, for example, I was just checking because I have like a bag of stuff that I then put in a bigger bag of stuff, and I was looking at that just before I came out here, because I'm like, okay, well, I got to lug all this stuff out to the thing. So I'll put it in one of my backpacks. And it was funny. I flashed on it. And I'm like, man, how does Enrique travel the world? Okay, so now these birds, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. Yeah, he's like really close to me. I dropped my windscreen right here off of the little area here, and it landed in the sand. And I thought to myself, okay, if I have to jump off of this thing and like get that, then these birds are going to take my food. And sure enough, they did. All right, my cuphead guy is here. All right, buddy. Definitely. Oh, wow. That's very fancy. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's show this definitely. So here you go, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm eating today. Are you the chef? Cup and cup. Alrighty. Okay, so much like the last live stream, there will probably be some of you that don't particularly like this, but while we do this, I'm going to be eating. Because again, I didn't really sort of plan this. This was the infamous impromptu, and obviously I spelled travel wrong. So I'm wondering, coffee and morning walk with Mike, priceless. Hi, Faruka, good to see you. Yeah, you guys use the lime? Because if you've ever eaten in Thailand, like when you get fried rice, right? They give you like a lime. They give you some, like tomatoes and cucumbers, right? And I'm wondering, I always squeeze the lime on my rice. Always. Adds value. Massive value. Okay, so did you like... Here. What's going to happen is this dude right here is going to basically come up here and stalk me. And he's going to get real close to the... he's going to get real... Okay, like, seriously? Are you checking this out? They have, like, no shame. If I just sit here and do nothing, there's a high likelihood, I don't know, that they're literally just going to come up here and eat my rice. But, of course, right now I'm taking my car to the mechanic, and I'm like, yeah, it makes a weird noise. But now it doesn't make the noise. So, anyway. I find them to be very entertaining, these birds, and they're not bashful. But I'm also hungry, so I'm going to eat my rice. And Joseph, hey, good to see you, buddy. I saw that you were the first one to check in on the premiere this morning. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's the scout bird for the 400 monkeys in the bushes. Don't I wish? So not only do they have like a monkey temple here, they have like a monkey sanctuary or something like that, and I got to check that out. A lot of my exploring today has just been completely just delayed, just because of the rain. So get this, right? So I posted this on Facebook. Roy says, hi, the place looks great. Secret Garden Resort is just 800 baht for a garden bungalow in Boput. Cool place as well. I drove past there, as you might guess, coming here. If you know the area, this is Crystal Bay, right? So basically just north of Lamai. And my Seaview bungalow here, the first 2 nights, it was 907 baht. I just got it for 2 more nights, and I paid her cash, and it was 950 baht. And so I could actually get a garden bungalow here for like 700 baht, but the garden bungalows are awesome, but the mosquitoes are pretty intense, so I don't know what they got going on there over at Secret Garden, but I will check it out because like I have no idea how long I'm staying. Ideally, I will leave 1 day before it's too long. But for right now, a little better. For right now, it's I have no end date for Koh Samui. I'm liking it here, and again, it's pretty reasonably priced. Now that said, whether I stay there or not, my condo cost me 400 baht a night. So, you know, there's the reality of that. And I wonder if he's going to jump up here. I mean, he's literally like 2 feet from... Now, if I grab the camera, he's going to think I'm going to try and... Hold on. Like, if you guys think I'm joking, like, I mean, he's right, like, here. Look. Can you guys see that? And they got the other one over there. That one is currently nibbling on my rice. Oh boy. Now, when the cat came over and just wanted to like sit on my lap in back the thing, I was like, all right, well, whatever. But birds, I don't know, kind of annoying. But yeah, the place looks great. So, Roy, if you know of that other place, what other places in Samui have you gone to? Where should I go? I guess is the short answer. And I'm not just talking about like to stay. Like, I mean, you know, lookout points or whatever. Any recommendations you have there, I'd love. Not shy at all, these birds. Don't know. Right? I can't imagine they're here for the Diet Coke. That would be weird. Oh. So on this... Can you read that? Plastic from plants. So I guess that's how they made the straw. It's more of a big deal over here than I see it in the US. People are conscious of like, you know, plastic or paper or whatever, right? In California, if you want to, you can bring your own bag. But if you need a bag, then they cost, you know, they charge you for it. It's like 10 cents or something. Presumably that gets people to bring their own bags, I guess. I don't know. But yard birds, yeah. They're singing, right? It's interesting. I really didn't have a topic, but when do I, right? When I was doing the premiere this morning, it might have been Roy, actually. I can't remember, but it was going by kind of fast in the beginning. So I don't remember who said, but they were like, I'm looking forward to a really uplifting live stream. And of course, it was a premiere, so it wasn't really... I like premieres, but they're kind of deceptive. I think that a lot of people think, I think a lot of people think that, like, because there's a chat and there's a video playing, that, like, afterwards it's going to be a live stream. And I've tried to figure that out. I mean, I can sort of duplicate the thing by using, you know, OBS or something like that, but I want it to be sort of like the experience. Caesar says, I'd look for the cheapest room or tent on the island, and also on the North Shore, where you have a view of Pangan. Any animal can have disease. Hopefully they'll stay out of your food. I would agree with that, Aaron. That would be lousy. Pardon my typing. I'm in the middle of a model airplane build on my desk. Good for you. That's awesome. haven't built one of those in forever. It was crazy raining last night. I'm still not sort of used to the intense Southeast Asia rain. I love it. But it almost still like sort of surprises me when it happens. I've already forgotten the waiter's name. You guys remember? I can't remember. Well, so behind me here is it's like a patio thing like I'm sitting on here. It's about 4 times the size. And normally it looks like they have like 6 massage tables in there. Sadly, it's closed, of course, because there's basically no one here. Roy says, I used to always go to Lamai. Much nicer than Chewang. Oh my God, that's an understatement. But now we'll be very quiet. Stayed at Lamai 99 Bungalows. Coconut Beach Resort, both right on the beach. Cool. I'll check that out. I was going to drive down to Lamai today, but the delta between the percentage chance of rain today and tomorrow is like, it's going to be down by like 200%. I think it's like 80% chance today, 40% tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a good day on the bike. So my helmet, right, on the bike, I take it off, and then the chin strap I put back together, and I hang it on the handlebar. So basically the helmet is upside down, hanging from the strap on the handlebars. And then it rained last night. And I posted this on Facebook. There was literally this much of the helmet was not filled with water. So I'm drying that out in my on the porch right now. I was thinking about using the hairdryer, but then I'm like, nah, I mean, here's the thing with places like this that I really like. I have no guilt whatsoever about never even getting on my bike today. I'm like totally cool with going for the walk that I went on the beach this morning, which was the other YouTube video, which was about maybe half a kilometer. And that's about the extent of the exercise I'm working on today. I need to go to 7-Eleven later. I do want to get some, water and that sort of thing. But the other thing, though, too, is that I'm making a pretty conscious decision to effectively overpay for my food here in Thailand. Like this rice, I think, is like 200 baht. The club sandwich was like 300. I'm sure this Coke is like, I don't know, it's probably like 40 baht maybe. And again, altogether, this isn't much US dollars. But they are, people are not lining up at the poolside bar to order items. So, and so I figured, well, yes, I'm not going to overpay for a room. I rarely will do that, but I'm grotesquely underpaying for this room. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys or not, but so this place, I asked her, I said, so did you have to close for COVID? Well, they've been open the whole time because when they said, okay, like everyone's got to stay in place, they didn't say that over here, shelter in place, but they had that lockdown. Well, the people that were staying in the hotel, they didn't have anywhere to go. So they stayed here in the hotel. So the hotel stayed open the whole time. And after about a month, those people had no more money. And they're like, I can't pay to stay here, but they still let them stay. And the woman who kind of like the manager, she's had to work the whole time. They have, I think, 7 to 10 people working here now. And it's a pretty big resort. Just keeping up with the foliage, quite frankly. I mean, that's a full-time job for a number of people. Yeah, I think it was Zoe. I think you're right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Oh, how much was the tip? I gave him 600 baht because I think someone did a conversion for the $19, and at the current exchange rate, it was about 585 baht. But then I also knew that one, if not 2 of you, I can't remember, PayPal'd me, I think, $5. So I just rounded up to 600 baht. And then the meal was 780 baht. And I gave him the additional 20 baht, which is kind of like, that's almost like the normal tipping paradigm, right? Which is like if your bill is 780 baht, it's like, oh, we'll just keep the 20. And traditionally, they're more than fine with that. So anyway, it was, I think probably it was the most expensive meal all in that I've ever had in Thailand, meaning, of course, the tip was ridiculous, but it was you guys. So I really appreciated that. So all that, I think it was like $46, $47 for the food and the tip, but he's a really cool guy. And then afterwards I left. When I was leaving, I was talking to the chef. The chef's from Italy. He's been here 8 years and lives here with his Thai wife. And they had a baby like 3 months ago. And he's like, talk about, like, what did I do? Bring this kid into, yeah, it's a pretty good tip, right, Joseph? What did I do? Bring this kid, into the world? He goes, with everything that's going on. And I said, yeah, but I said, look, I was born in 1968. My parents were probably like, oh my God, like the president is getting shot. Like we're going to war in Vietnam. We don't even know how to spell Vietnam. And a couple years later, the president's son's brother gets shot. I mean, I'm sure they were like, what have we done? And I said to him, well, the good news is it probably can't get any worse. So for the rest of his life, it's going to be uphill. It's going to be just a trajectory of awesomeness. He wasn't exactly saying it that way, but I get it. It was probably like a month before his son was going to be born. I'm sure they were like, we can't pay you. Like, you have no job. 1969 Hong Kong flu. Exactly. Yep. And, every parent that had a baby that was born in 2008 or 2007, they're probably like, oh my God, we're so wealthy. And then less than 2 years later, the family's poor, right? Got their house foreclosed on. So there's ups and downs the whole time, right? Always. And I mean, so Gracie's daughter is oh wow, Gracie's daughter was born in 2008. So it's like, oh good, financial crisis baby, Although, and in 2008, Gracie was working in Boracay. So 2008, 2009, I'm sure she was like, a lot less tourists, and for a place like Boracay, might as well just shut it off. People don't go to Boracay for the education system or the entrepreneurial culture and the co-working spaces. Yin and yang, absolutely. All the way back and forth. So this is probably one of my more, obviously you can probably tell from the tone of my voice, I'm feeling fairly squelched as far as my verbosity, my volume, because I do want to respect this. But here's the cool thing. So right up on top of that, let's see if you can see it. Okay, see the tower? Yeah. So luckily, that's my carrier. And so I did a speed test, and getting about 70 down, I think. But for some reason, only about 8 or 9 up. But 8 or 9 up is fine for this. So what I'm thinking, when the laptop dies, oh, another thing too is that we had discussed it, me and the King Leeway. He wanted to come on the show and just chat for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool, dude. We'll do a live stream." But it's not elegant at all in OBS. But believe it or not, OBS on my Windows laptop uses a lot less resources than the silly Chrome browser, which is where you use StreamYard from. So that's why we use it. That's why we use it this way. Stay healthy, stay strong. Never doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Yeah, I can attest to that, my friend. You guys know my story, or at least some of it. It's really, there's interesting customs and social norms over here that I've come to really appreciate. Not the least of which is sitting on the floor and eating. I mean, that is so much more efficient than like having to have a table with chairs and being elevated. It's like, no, dude, like we build one structure. It's 18 inches off the ground. Just sit down. Sit on the ground, for God's sake. How is that not fun? I mean, I feel like as a 52-year-old guy, like when I'm like sitting down on the floor, like if I have to do a massive layover in an airport, I feel like if I'm sitting on the floor in the airport, like I'm not grown up enough. I've got my backpack and I'm sitting on the floor waiting for my flight and I'm not grown up enough. Like I should be sitting up like appropriately or wearing a tie or something. And I'm just like, no. I like sitting on the floor. It's okay. So, thumbs up time. Mika says, except for bears, they'll kill you or mangle you. Indeed, yeah, you don't want a whole lot of bear relationships going on. Royce is another nice place. Not on the beach. Lamoon Residence, cheap bungalow, $550. Lamoon, huh? I don't have my pen with me. So you know how like when you go to Vegas, right? What's common like on the Strip are suites. Okay, so like Venetian, Palazzo, Bellagio, all of those big ones. Each room is basically a suite. That's very common there. In many of the islands here in Thailand, maybe not so much Phuket, definitely Koh Chang. And it seems like also here in Koh Samui, the bungalow is popular. The villa is popular. Versus like, you know, the gigantic square concrete hotel, you know, apartment style thing. That's less popular here. And I like it. I dig having a villa because then you're not sharing with a wall with anybody. And when I'm sleeping, I like it as quiet as possible. Not because I can't get to sleep, I don't want to be distracted. Which is another reason why I try to be as conscious as possible about my lip-moving distractions that could potentially disappoint others. And no, I can't talk softly. I've tried it. Lamai. I'm definitely heading down to Lamai tomorrow, Roy. I did do Big Buddha a couple days ago. How long have I been here? 3 nights? Yeah. Yeah, I've now stayed here 3 nights. And so the first day I got here, I just like walked around near the pier. Got a place called the Stay Inn, Stayin, right? Stay in Naton, which is the name of the sort of port city there, town. And it was great. It was like right on the water. But it was a little noisy, right? I mean, the street was there. And so, but after like about 8 or 9 at night, it was fine. There were like very few cars after that. But it was convenient and allowed me to sort of get my bearings. And then I rented a motorbike there, like right at the pier. And so now whenever I'm done, I just drive to the pier, give the lady the keys, and I walk right to the ferry. I found this website. Let me see if I can, maybe you guys know of a better one, but the one that I found that I'm using regularly to sort of plot my next part of the journey it's something to the flavor of like Samui ferries or something like that. Let me see. FerrySamui.com. And the neat thing about it is it's not just to Samui, but they have multiple options. And so therefore, I think it's like $12 or $10 or $8 or something that I don't really care about. I get the ferry from here, and then once I get to the mainland, then it'll take me to either the airport or the train station. I'm going to go to the airport because I didn't think that this would be reasonably priced, but it is ridiculously reasonably priced for me to rent a car one way and drop it off at the Phuket airport. I thought that would have a big surcharge on it, but like, I mean, I think everything I looked at that I want, I mean, I don't want like a gigantic SUV that gets like 12 miles a gallon. I want like a, you know, Toyota Yaris or something like that, you know, it's just like, look, I got 2 backpacks and that's it. So, you know, I basically just want a big motorcycle with like windows around it. And 13 watching, 10 thumbs up. Outstanding. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Joseph. That's neat that you do that. It's I think, honestly, I think the cheapest I saw, I want to say like, I think it was 100 and this is for a week rental. So this is like basically picking it up here on, I think, the 1st of July. And then I'm going to return it in Phuket on like July 8th or something like that. Like it was about like 4,000 baht. And I think I even saw one of them for like 3,800 baht. And it's funny because right on the website, like after you do the search, they say, hey, listen, so you're doing a like traditional drop off, right? Like in other words, you're not getting it at the airport and returning it on your way back at the same one, which is one of the more common paradigm. And they said, we always include the drop off fees in our rentals. So when you're comparing us to others, just make sure that you're comparing that. So, the infamous apples to apples. And it was incredibly cheap. I mean, I went to like avis.com and budget.com or whatever. The cheapest one, believe it or not, thrifty.com. I've been a blue chip member for years. And so I just like logged in. And if I were to get it on Thrifty, then it's like 4,000 baht for a week. So basically 8,000 baht for 2 weeks, which is pretty good because I was considering renting a car in Bangkok for 1 or 2 weeks. And it would have been, about 5,000 baht a week, and again, unlimited mileage, and it comes with the limited, the minimum insurance, but it also comes with the collision damage waiver, but also theft and that sort of thing, and damage to the car as well as liability, right, in case I cause damage with it to somebody else. So it seems like a pretty good deal. So I think what I'm going to do is for the whole $12, I'm going to get up and like take the ferry over to what's the name of the ferry over there? Well, I know the name of the ferry is Tran, but the name of the port actually it's like Don Nok or something like that. Anyway, so from there, and they bus me, basically minivan, I'm sure, to the Samui, Surat Thani airport. And from the Surat Thani airport, there's a Thrifty office there, and I just get this car, and then I'll get it for 4,000 baht for a week, and then I'm going to drive over to Krabi, maybe stay a couple nights there, and then from there I'm probably going to go from Krabi all the way up and around, and then over to Phuket, because after July 1st, Phuket's kind of more open, and with any luck, there won't be any sort of crazy outbreak, and because the airport is open now, and hopefully it will stay open. If it closes down, well, then I'm stuck in Phuket, which would kind of be a drag because, again, I can survive there. It's not the worst place in the world. But, again, every night that I'm not in my condo in Bangkok, there's 400 baht, right? And, you know what I'm going to do? That's another great thing about having that Logitech camera over there is I can maneuver all this other stuff around, and I can sit back here in my chair and chill out with you guys. This is actually a lot better. And it even makes me feel a little bit less self-conscious because I'm kind of like behind a palm tree. So therefore, that guy, although he doesn't really seem bothered, he seems pretty intent on watching his own phone. So that's pretty good. This is a pretty sensitive microphone, so I don't think I need to get it as close as although I don't need to drop you on the ground. I'm sure that sounded awesome. This is the $8 microphone, by the way. This is what I travel with, if you don't know. And then I run it through a little bit of compression there inside of the OBS. And Bob's your uncle. Actually, let me get rid of this because I'm gonna have to give this to Zoe, whatever the gentleman's name is. I'm less inclined to do like a super chat thing to give him a massive tip. I don't know why. He's a very nice man. But the other guy was. I don't know. The other guy I was just in the mood back then, I guess. Someone did ask, and I can't remember who said it, but I responded to them. They said, "Oh, so it costs money to super chat, or it costs money to chat?" And I hopefully I clarified for him. I said, "Absolutely not. It does not cost anything to be part of the Cool Kids table. So don't feel obligated to have to do that." So, anyway, let me see if I can. That was cool. Little kid hanging out down there. Oh, right. At least you know I'm not lying. what I've discovered. Oh my, I'm showing off my Buddha. You guys dig my Buddha? My little amulet? This thing's pretty awesome. So I go up to the giant Buddha, or I go to Big Buddha, and it was cool because again, it was basically only child Buddha, and I didn't really have to worry about sharing it with anybody. But let me turn off that picture actually. It'll be less distracting. But it was really fantastic. If you saw my video from Kosi Chung the other day, my mom really liked that video, so cool, I'm doing something right. And in that video, part of it when Gracie and I were climbing up to the top of their Big Buddha, that's effectively, after we got to like about 150 steps or so, there was like a little cave, and there was like, I guess, a pagoda, but there was also a Buddha in there, and you could, pray and do the incense and the candle and the little fleck of gold and everything. So I went through that process and threw it on a video. And man, I got to tell you, I just feel good after doing it. I mean, I'm certainly not like saying, like chanting any sort of like Thai stuff. Like I don't have any knowledge as far as that goes. The other thing that's kind of neat, the guy down there, I don't know if you just saw him. So there's a girl in the water, but there was another guy who was like walking down in front of her a second ago in his red pants, but you may have never noticed the color. Anyway, he's staying next to me, and he's staying there with like 3 other ladies, and I assume like one is his wife, and then it's probably like her sister or whatever. Anyway, so they go out this morning, and they come back, and they've got like a cooler kind of thing and some fishing poles. And so then, about 10 minutes later, they go inside. 10 minutes later, they come outside, and the lady has a fishing pole. The guy has a fishing pole, and he's got like a cooler, right? I guess to hold the fish or the bait or whatever. And she's got like these white sort of, like rubber boots, basically, like that you would wear like on a fishing trawler if you were like catching salmon, in the North Sea or something. And then she's got one of those, captain's hats, right? So like the white captain hat with like the black, and she's got that, and then she's got polka dot pants and a t-shirt of some kind, and that's her outfit to basically go help her, husband, brother, whatever, go fishing. And I was just like, that's interesting. The other thing that I thought is, oh man, if Gracie saw that, she would just give me massive crap because she wants to go fishing, and I don't particularly like fishing. So therefore, when we're out and about, and like, you're walking down the beach path, and like one guy after another has like a laminated piece of paper that's like, go fishing, go fishing, go fishing, and every single one of them's got a boat that they can take you out and go fishing. I got zero interest in that. I would literally rather like just sit here and stare at the beach, like stare at my foot on the sand. Fishing doesn't interest me. I like to purchase versus catch. And so unfortunately, but although when I've done it, like it's been enjoyable, right? Because I don't do it because I'm, oh God, if I do this, then I don't catch fish, then like my life's going to be over. No, that's not going to be. I mean, I'm not doing it out of desperation. And I also don't have any degree of sort of competition related to the sport of it. So, if I don't catch anything, that's no big deal. It's just sort of being there. It's like being part of the process and enjoying it. So, what I did also realize is that now it is about 2:40. It's getting a little later in the day, and I do have someone setting up next to me. So I don't know how long we've been going on here, but I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to close this down to allow these people to actually enjoy their vacation, not me. And with that, thanks a lot for coming, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. This is really neat. I'm going to figure out another place to do it where there's not, where I'm not encroaching, and we'll do it from them. So with that, it's Mike's from livemyassoff.com saying I hope you're living the dream. Because if you're not living the dream, you're probably sitting next to me on a beach, and I'm not conscious of how loud I am. Talk to you guys soon. Ciao.